ladies. Good morning. Waiting for a few people to join. I'm riding in my car, guys. So excuse the noise. If you hear any noise, I'm riding in my car. But I'm going live. Happy Sunday. Good morning to you, beautiful ladies. And guys, if there's any guys that are following me. But I want to say good morning to you. Um, this morning I wanted to talk about self-care tips and taking care of yourselves. I know a lot of times I probably come on here and talk about you know, Lux Essential Hair Care, which is fine. But I would like to get into a habit and talk about some other discussions maybe. And if Lux Essential come about in the topic, then that's fine. But I want to talk about some self-care tips with you girls. Being women, hardworking women, carrying a lot of responsibilities can be frustrating for us. So self-care and taking care of yourself is very important, be it mentally or, be it mentally, physically, spiritually. Women, we wear a lot of hats. So being able to take care of yourself and make sure, you are looking into yourself and not being overwhelmed with all the responsibilities that we do have. Um so what are some self-care tips that you ladies have? I know for me, many of you may not know this, but I am a clinical therapist. Um so I know for sure I've had counseling or therapy for situations that I needed assistance with, or just needing somebody to talk to. And I'm a therapist myself, so let's talk about mental health self-care. If you guys want to chime in and talk about what mental health, um, strategies that you use. If you don't see a therapist, you might use meditation for for healthcare, mental health care routine. And meditation is when you can use meditation as prayer. You can use meditation as just sitting in silence in a quiet area, being still. Meditation is very important. Taking time to yourself and just in a quiet place to just be still, listen to your surroundings, listening to the elements, and just paying attention to the moment, um, being mindful of the moment. As women, we have a tendency to let our minds just go all over the place, especially if we have a lot of responsibilities. So sometimes we do have to take time to ourselves and meditate and take care of ourselves. That is so important. Um, and if you do decide to see a counselor, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with talking to somebody that don't know you at all, but zoning them into your problem situations and talking to them about things that you're going through and dealing with. There's nothing wrong with that, because you need somebody to talk to and kind of guide you in life situations that you might be having difficulties with. So there's nothing wrong with that. And we have a lot on us. We have to take care of kids. We have to take care of a household. On top of that, we have to hold down a job. And sometimes when you have multiple people, when I say multiple people, your children, your job, you know, family members that are in need of you, sometimes we forget about ourselves. And sometimes we don't even know that we're feeling anxious or having a little depression or feeling excessively sad. Sometimes we're going through that and don't even pay attention to it, because we're on a go, we're on a go, we're on a go, we're on a go. All the time we're on a go. So that's why mindfulness, meditation, you know, paying attention to where you are mentally is a very important self care tip. I know I myself, speaking on personal experience, I have, not pay attention to my thoughts, my feelings. I've not pay attention to certain things. And I'm just on the go doing things until, next thing you know, things are just blowing up. I'm tearful. I'm crying over everything. And that's because I haven't taken time out to actually take care of myself. So, um, having that knowledge of, or the paying attention to your mental health, is very important. So I want you ladies to think about that. I just want to throw that tip out there. um Also, what about some physical health care tips? Do you ladies exercise? I myself, y'all, I'm not I need to do better with exercising. I seriously need to do better with exercising. I need to exercise at least start with 3 days out the week. If you ladies exercise, if you want to comment below and say how often you exercise, what routines that you use to exercise. I myself, when I did exercise and I was habitual with it, I did a lot of stomach exercises and legs and squats and stuff like that, because after having 3 kids, that kind of took a toll on my belly. So I try to do, you know um, I really try to work on my stomach or whatnot. So, and it will go down. But see, my problem is consistency, staying consistent. So, that's the thing too with self care and taking care is always remaining consistent. So, exercise is good. Exercise helps with a lot of things, and that's crazy because even though we know what exercise help with, we tend to still not follow the regimen, right? And for you ladies who exercise and you keep up with that, man, I have great admiration for you. I need to get on your level or whatnot. So, self care is so important. Taking care of yourself. If you do not take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else. You will not be able to take care of your children. If you're married, be attentive to your husband. Um, do things that you need to do. Miss Paul's due to poor connection. Okay, take care of things due to your business. Um, Things in that nature. If you're a business owner, take care of your full-time job. Speaking on personal experience, I run a business and I have 2 jobs. So that can be very hard on me. So I do my best to do self-care. I meditate. I exercise when I can, but I need to do better with that. But I try to drink my water. I try to do like my body care as far as my face scrubs, soaking. Those are my self care things that I do. Prayer, of course, big time. I pray most of the time. So, all the time, all throughout the day. So that's why I wanted to talk about self care tips, taking care of yourself as women. It is very difficult. It's a hard time for women today. I'm, with, the government and things like that, as far as abortion, these things are going on. Us as women, and especially black women, we've always had it difficult. So taking care of yourself, loving yourselves, meditation, self-care, mental health, self-care. We women, we wear a lot of hats, and I wanted to do this live and talk about that. So, we have to tune into ourselves. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. you know um so like I said, I have 2 jobs and I run a business. And with that being said, that can be very hard on me. And I'm sure you ladies can relate. When you have children and you have a household, that stuff can be overwhelming, right? And you don't want to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself so hard to the point where you're exhausted. And then when that happens, you can't be functional for yourself. So I think a lot of people become oblivious to the importance of self-care, and you don't want to make that a habit, having self-care out of sight and out of mind, because next thing you know, you're having a nervous breakdown. Things that just seem like it's just falling apart. You want to kind of catch that before that happens. Okay, so I'm going to in my live now. At this point, I think I've talked long enough. So I want to make a habit of making Sundays self-care Sunday. Hopefully I can do that and be consistent with that. Um, and I think, for the week, my goal is to work on consistency. If you guys want to join me with that, that's for the week. The word for the week is consistency. Sometimes we have difficulty with being consistent. So happy 4th. I hope you ladies have a beautiful weekend. And just think about it, self-care. Just think about what self-care means to you, and what does self-care look like to you. All of us are different, so self-care hit different for everybody else. So just thinking about that, what does self-care look like to you? What does consistency look like to you? What does mindfulness look like to you? Meditating, exercise, eating right. I forgot to talk about eating correct. Keeping, lowering your sugar intake, increasing your water intake, eating more greenery, like kale, spinach. All of that stuff plays a part too in self care. I saw someone join, Miss Say 4822. Thank you so much for joining in. I do appreciate that. I hope somebody took something away from this live, and I hope you ladies or guys have a beautiful, awesome Sunday, and take care of yourself. If you have any questions for me, always feel free to DM me. And I appreciate all my followers. I appreciate everybody who do take the time out to follow me, and know that that is a great appreciation. And I want to continue to give you guys content that is beneficial. So, with that being said, you guys have a great day, and thank you so much again for listening to me. Bye. See you soon. Bye bye.